Yeah, we see the refs just having a meeting with the captains first.
There you go. First and Rempel shaking hands. Manitoba looking for its second ever medal. Armada looking for the bronze. Armada is just such a small team in terms of physical stature.
Yep.
There's not a lot of surface area to hit on them. They've got lots of room to move around on the court, and I imagine that provides a lot of their success there.
First throw coming out. Prairie shot going just wide.
There you go. Sanche feeling out her opponents. First calling a play. And Wilson taking the first hit of the game.
Yeah, Chandler as well. Armada down to 4 members.
Halen Sky, former Team Canada member, taking the left corner.
2 opposite direction throws. Corny found hers.
Creamer almost hitting the back line. Oh, she does.
Called out for it.
She saw that warning line, but was already too committed to her step. And Rempel getting knocked out as well, leaving just Corny and Sky. Collins looking for a call there, not getting called out. Krochak taking a cross. Collins putting on Corny there. I thought she blocked that, but I guess it must have touched her fingers or something.
Yeah, just Halen Sky left, previous Team Canada member.
Absolutely, no slouch. Very strong player. It's still going to be tough for Prairie Fire to convert this set into a point.
Yeah, 5 balls ahead of her. Or 4 balls on her side, sorry.
Yeah, her ball going a little low there, but she's clearly targeting Morris. She starts to move to the inside of the court. Prairie Fire moves her back.
Goes for some blocks.
Prairie Fire celebrating prematurely there. Ball connects onto the side of Jenna Desange. 1 ball over. I believe it was retrieved.
Yeah, the retriever hit a ball in that was already on the court. It's no longer an allowed play. And Sky hit out on that block. Didn't quite work out for her. First point.
I have to say, great honesty from Armada, because a lot of the hits that they're calling out were impossible to see as hits from here. They looked very much like clean blocks, but the players obviously know better. They've got the nerve endings on their body, and we don't.
Yeah. It's one thing PEI players definitely pride themselves over.
Manitoba
on
as
this
well.
Play.
Generally, the Manitoban teams, we have a pretty strict code of conduct provincially that requires honesty on the court. And while we do really want our teams to do everything they can to win, we're not a fan of the win-at-all-costs mentality. And I think that Prince Edward Island shares that, that there's no point in winning if you have to cheat to do so.
Exactly.
We want to, all of us want to prove that we are the best.
Kramer going for the strike.
Yep.
I haven't seen that yet this tournament, but it is a play that they used to make last year.
Yeah, Krochak there, not able to make the catch. She already had a ball in hand. You see she chicken-winged it up, but popped the ball up in a direction that there was no teammate in.
That corny hit out there.
Yep. Trying to move left, but Creamer was there. A little bit of traffic on the court. Oh, and San Filippo gets caught off guard. Also wanting to move left, but Collins in her way.
Armada find themselves at a 1-player advantage now.
Yeah, and they're just going to press that advantage. They're playing on the back foot a little bit.
Rempel found out.
Yep. Nice underhanded throw, taking her on the foot. The ball goes between Antoine's legs, and the other one gets blocked.
Yeah, great awareness.
Yeah, 4-on-4. No team with a clear advantage.
Yeah, it throws towards Creamer. Very difficult target to hit, though.
Sanche getting knocked out by Chandler.
Yeah, Chandler's been great this tournament. Finding yourself very successful when facing down opposite corners. Wilson tries across.
Crocker coming up there, getting in their grill, thinking better of it. Oh, and Collins connecting on Creamer after Creamer gets forced into a dodge from a previous throw. Great way to convert a dodge into a kill. You can have all the strategy in the world, you can execute all the plays you want, but unless you're actually knocking players out, they won't matter. Good block from Wilson.
Yeah.
There we go. Ball retriever finally able to snag it.
Needs to wait for it to completely roll out of the court.
Oh, Wilson taking that shot on Crocker. Doc Croc popping it up, but it goes a little too far for anyone to look for a catch. Oh, and Wilson getting hit on the foot there.
Yep.
That ball retriever looking to touch the ball, but realizing it's still on the line, so letting Walker pick it up herself.
Chandler pressing her up so she can get that ball.
And she does get it.
Yeah. Walker's throw on the other side, getting blocked out.
There's really no good move for Antoine there against Chandler. When Chandler's faking for that ball, if Antoine takes a shot and misses, she's given up yet another ball. And if Chandler manages to pick up that ball, she still has another ball in hand, right? There's really no good move there unless she knows she can make the kill, which you really can't know against a player like Chandler.
Very difficult target.
Agreed.
Cross attempt on Walker. Walker manages.
Big catch on Crocker.
That brings Corney back in.
That swings it in favor of Armada. 3-on-2 now. Good block from Collins. Antoine picking it up. Collins there, the designated hitter, and Antoine running interference, you notice there. A play that we saw Amanda First making to protect J.C. Morris in a previous match. I believe it was against Strike 1919. And there we have Teza Antoine running the same interference, making sure that no crosses can be made.
Chandler dropped the ball, attempt to catch, but doesn't make it. Leaves Walker the final player on the court for Armada.
That play from Prairie Fire is so effective that I think I'm going to go take that home to my own league play.
Walker gets hit.
Yep, right above the left shoulder there. That's 2 points for Prairie Fire.
As Armada calls a timeout.
It's important to break momentum early.
Doing their standard timeout practice. Huddle together, breathe in and breathe out. Coach Leanne Harding joining them for it as well.
Prairie Fire using the opportunity to talk things out as well. Just because the other team called the timeout doesn't mean that you can't use it to have a discussion of your own.
Yep.
I'm going to use it to have a drink of water.
You see lots of smiles on that Prairie Fire side of the court as well. They're fired up. Armada, the dancing cheer.
Tell you what, no matter what happens, Leanne's
here. False start.
Yeah, it looks like the balls were a little off that middle line.
Was that the only reason they called the false start?
I believe so. I was kind of confused because I saw Ian, referee Ian there, pointing towards the middle rather than one of the teams.
There we go. You're right, just playing it cool off of the opening. Ooh, Corney losing her balance there as she passes the ball off to Sky. Wicked throw from Morris there, and you can see Crocker playing protection on her left.
Yeah, Wilson, no stranger to that underarm. She has one of her own.
There was a comment there I heard from someone behind me saying that Leanne has the best hair on the court.
Yeah, I believe that was our production director, Ian Kopp, giving that compliment.
So if you're at home watching the replay of this, hi Leanne, congratulations on the good hair. San Filippo connecting. Oh,
yeah, he throws at Chandler, but she gets an out and stays safe.
Absolutely.
Armada now up 1 player after those exchanges.
Yeah, Armada, a lot of players turning their backs. Antoine not making the catch. Leaving just 3 for Prairie Fire.
Yeah, there's another hit by Chandler.
Hometown crowd just loving it. And San Filippo there with a block that bounces into her body, leaving just Cote in first on the court. There we go, nice big hit there.
Yeah, Cote hitting Creamer. Very difficult target.
Yeah, but Creamer making a fantastic dodge there. She could not have made herself closer to the ground. Wilson and Walker getting out of the way. Chandler holding up the fist behind the ball.
Wilson gets a hit there.
Yep. Leaving just Cote to hold down the fort.
Facing down 4 Armada players.
Ball goes high. She's looking for those quick releases after the fakes, but it seems to be throwing her form off.
Yeah, we've seen Cote as an anchoring player on Prairie Fire a few times now.
Absolutely. And there we go, loaded back up.
Armada now able to apply pressure with both their corners.
Yeah, Sky getting underneath those balls. She sees the throws going high, so she goes low. That's the way to do it.
All 3 balls being thrown. Cote manages to evade them.
Cote now, I believe, with all balls in her possession. Walker picking the correct direction to dodge.
And Cote to throw again. She's taking her time.
Taking it easy, not getting too close to the other team, not wanting to make herself vulnerable.
Yep, these anchoring positions also very exhausting.
Yeah, it requires a lot of cardio.
Armada find themselves with 3 balls again.
Armada liking to play that slow, calculated game.
3 balls thrown. Cote stays alive.
Her team just losing their minds every time she survives an incoming volley.
Walker with some good side steps.
Yeah, Walker reading these throws really well. Will Cote try a different target?
Throws towards Chandler with the ball.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to be counter thrown on.
Has not thrown at Wilson yet.
And you see Chandler and Sky both moving up. Three balls again.
Yep. Armada on the offense.
Only 2 in throw this time. Wilson keeps the ball in the middle.
Yeah, Cote finally taking a shot at Wilson. I believe I heard one of her teammates say, keep grinding.
Yeah.
And this really is a grind. The problem with trying to back off your throw to get some accuracy is once you're playing against top level players, that's generally going to get you caught. Referee calling a hit on the foot. Oh, referee discussing a potential hit on the foot. She is gassed. If you look at that, she is breathing heavy, digging deep. Definitely going to get to sit around after this.
See Sky accidentally going in. This is the official behind her actually being called in for the huddle.
I thought they were talking to me. It's the worst, you know, when you think somebody's waving at you and they're waving at somebody behind you?
Yeah.
You wave back.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened to Halen there.
Live on camera.
That was a hit. Armada gets the point. Now a 2-1 game.
Yeah, 9.5 minutes left in the half. We've got only 3 points on the board. Very, very evenly matched teams. Rempel in first, having a discussion there with the referees. Oh, I believe that there's something that needs to be discussed with the ball retriever about where they're holding the ball. I believe they're discussing what's appropriate, how far into the court you can hold that ball out.
Yep.
So I don't believe officially that's discussed, but in some places it's bad form to hold the ball over the line. In some places it's totally acceptable, but holding the ball over the line can interfere with play, which I can understand why you would not permit it.
Rempel found early on.
Yep. Putting Prairie Fire into a single player advantage, but they're down on balls, so Armada's chance now to even it up. Luckily, Krochak and Cote both get out of the way.
Prairie Fire, still 6 players. Making a play with 4 balls.
There we go. Looks like Chandler's back on the offense there, just feeling out her opponents and moving back. Wilson winds up. And looks like one of them finds Collins.
Yeah, I think it was Wilson's cross throw. That's the focus was on Sky's thrown ball.
Krochak taking a shot at Chandler, but getting a block there. Ooh, big fakes from Sky.
Forcing her opponent to step back. Armada up for the play now. Oh, a nice little outside throw by Creamer.
Yeah, finding Krochak in the direction that she was dodging. Oh, and first finding Wilson off guard.
Yeah, Kramer got hit out of there too. Prairie Fire now up a player.
Chandler going just slightly left of Sanche. Morris threatening the return, but not doing so. There you go. Morris and Sanche both taking their shots on Chandler. One missing, one being blocked. Chandler there with some good blocks so far. And Morris getting tagged out by Walker. First and Sanche both taking the shots, but neither of them finding their mark.
Guy takes a late throw.
Action roll from Genevieve Sanche.
Keeps her alive.
Really using her body to the best of her ability there. Throwing it around, rolling around.
Chandler's showing some great blocks in this matchup here.
Agreed. Her blocking skill is very solid. Even if it isn't the recommended form, she's single-handed blocking. That's what works for her. That's what works. It's doing very well.
And she gets hit out there.
Walker and Sky talking it out.
Each of them throwing a ball. No hits found.
Prairie Fire for the first time in a long time finding themselves not on the receiving end of the crowd's cheers. First and Sanche finding their mark.
Yeah, I think both of them doing no-look throws as well.
Leaving just Sky. What do you see? Nothing but Sky.
Back on Prairie Fire to throw.
Sky, former Team Canada member there. One of the toughest opponents that Prairie Fire will face.
Moving across the court.
An interesting choice, given that she's facing off against right-handed opponents.
Solid block out. Seems like Prairie Fire is completely okay with only investing 1 ball at a time.
Nice block from first.
Back on Sky to throw.
Going over top of Sanche. Sanche just throwing herself around today. I'd not be surprised if she's covered in bruises by the end of this event. Kennedy Sounds plays a lot of competitive softball.
Yeah, it looks like Prairie Fire were late on that throw. Ian calls it the 0 count. 6 balls in Halen Sky's possession.
She's going to be looking to make those throws. She's going to be making it count. She's got nothing to worry about on the counter. Oh, and Sounds doesn't make the catch.
1 player difference now.
Yeah.
Sky hits the other one. It's now 1v1.
Lynn Coates.
Sky still up a ball.
Dancing around the court.
Cote evades that, gets on pressure.
Ball goes over top. Sky knows to dodge low against Cote.
Solid block.
Cote finding her target, but her target finding the ball right in front.
Sky gets the hit, that ties it up.
Brings
2
it
points
back
apiece.
from a 3-on-1 deficit.
Very impressive.
Yeah, that missed throw for Prairie Fire really changing things for Armada.
Hometown very happy to see Armada coming back after being down a few points to start off with.
Yeah, the crowd also filled with players who've been knocked out of this tournament. They're just excited to see who takes it now. Antoine there blocking the ball. Chandler with big blocks. Krochak providing protection for Sanj. Sanj being like, hey, your elbow's in my face. 2 balls connecting on Sanj.
Yeah, Armada coordinated on the target there. Back on Prairie Fire. A hit out Corny.
Prairie Fire often able to take those player leads in this set, but struggling in the last one to convert into a point. Catch. Antoine is safe. Galen Sanfilippo saving her with the team catch.
Yeah, Walker was caught out as well there.
Curious what the referee is asking about.
2 teams' captains getting called in separately.
Curious what those hand motions mean.
Teams play will continue as we expected. Prairie Fire with a full 6-player team on the court. Armada only with 3.
Creamer finding 2 balls there. Knocking out Sancha again this round. And a double hit also on Crocker.
That brings things very close to even again. Prairie Fire only with a 1-player lead now.
Yep. And they're on the offense. Creamer not able to make that catch. 4-on-2. Armada is going to have some pressure on them, but hey, Sky's been here before and she's pulled it off.
Sky gets hit, just Chandler left now.
Yeah, Collins finding her mark right on Sky's shins. Chandler, though, tough player to hit. Antoine charging, not throwing.
Chandler moving over to the right side of the court. Gets a block. When she crouches down like that, she is such a small target, and having 2 balls in front of her.
She is a small person.
Even less surface area to hit.
Oh, and look at that.
Yeah, great counter.
Jamie Lee Collins just sniping.
Prairie Fire up 1 point yet again.
Prairie Fire with a 1-point lead, so this game very close. Crocker taking the snap. Ooh, getting
Kramer went for a strike.
There we go. Morris with first blood of the round. First blood. Oh, and Amanda first, missing the block.
Yeah, Kramer getting that hit.
Kramer with a big fancy dodge.
Yep.
Some flashy play from these women today.
Yep, good work by Prairie Fire, keeping the pressure up so that they can retrieve that ball.
Morris going high on Corny.
4 balls on the Armada side. They make a play.
San Filippo found by a skim.
Sky unable to make that catch.
Rempel's ball getting away from her and going to the ground.
Yeah, she throws another one.
And connects on Cote's feet. That's time for this half.
Yeah, it's likely why you see all that intensity come out at the end. Trying to get as many hits as they can before they go into sudden death.
Yep.
Where the blocks will count as hits now.
If Armada can tie this up, then the whole first half will essentially be for naught. Though both teams will be starting in the same position. But if Prairie Fire can win this, they'll be going into the second half with a 2-point advantage, which will be a very good feeling for them.
Yeah. It's definitely a big opportunity for momentum. Wilson's throw going wide.
Oh, and a hit.
Rempel hit out. Kramer doesn't get the catch. Only Corny and Wilson left. Corny manages to dodge that one.
It's hard to tell if the players on Prairie Fire think that they got the hit or if they're just celebrating a lot. They're a team of high energy, that's for sure.
Oh, Wilson saw 2 of them lined up. They both managed to dodge it.
They both managed to get even lower than they already were. That was a beautiful moment.
Throws towards Wilson. She caught one. Gets hit afterwards, so that brings Walker back in. 4 balls on the Armada side. 2 players on each side of the court.
J.C. Morris turfing a ball.
Walker gets that hit, and Corny with a catch. That is a point win for Armada. Brings them into the second half, tied 3-3.
It's almost as if these teams are evenly matched.
You might say that.
You might say that they're in a dead heat. But you know who thrives? You know what thrives in heat?
Prairie Fires?
Indeed. Prairie Fires are basically just a fire that rips across the prairies because it's wide open and full of tall grass.
Yeah, nothing there to stop them.
Exactly. So you can see why, like even I know Prairie Crossfire was for sure just a Saskatchewan team that also wanted the name Prairie Fire. It must have been. Because it's just such a phenomena of the prairies.
Yep.
It's also just a disgusting shot. Are you familiar with the Prairie Fire?
I believe I've heard of it before. Is it one with, does it have egg in it?
No, it has hot sauce.
Hot sauce, yeah.
Yeah, so it burns. Yeah, it's
checks out.
I believe it's supposed to be tequila and hot sauce. It's just a disgusting all-around shot. And with a team name like Prairie Fire after this tournament, how can they not celebrate with a round of Prairie Fires?
You'd think so. They've done great so far in this tournament.
Yeah, they've been looking great too.
Finding themselves here in this bronze medal matchup.
I have to say, all of Manitoba really shone in this event. The men's teams all placing similarly. The women's teams placing 3 and 6. Strike 19-19, just putting on a great display, but because they had to face each other, there had to be some civil war.
Indeed.
Yep.
It's a lot of Manitoba representation.
Yep. Prairie Fire in favor of superhero registration, and strike 19-19 against it.
Teams lined up and ready to go.
And they're off. Crocker taking the opening.
Sky taking a strike. Blocked out though.
Yeah, it's a bit of a difference from what we've noticed before with Armada usually playing it cool and Prairie Fire on the offense.
Rempel finding a hit. Another member down for Prairie Fire. Armada still with the full 6 players. On them to throw again. This is Rempel. Takes a throw at her opposite corner. Corny there to protect her.
That was a double hit. It bounced up just off of the foot there from Corny into Rempel.
Looks like there's some discussion about it.
They're going to sort it out. Did that touch the ground before it touched the second player? I think it might be actually a discussion about players talking about what happened. Ian Asang being very stern.
Other officials being called in. Kev Danaher making it at the end. He's been a big help in actually organizing this tournament.
Big shout out to everybody who organizes these events. It is so much work, and nobody is getting paid for their efforts. Not even like what's that word when you give volunteers a little bit of something?
Compensation?
No. I mean, it is compensation.
Yeah.
But there's a specific term for it that I'm just blanking on right now.
Yeah, it was Oswald Barnaby flossing in the back while waiting for that discussion to happen.
Oswald
Captain's
Barnaby.
back in.
Barnaby.
Rempel has a ball in her hand, so I think she is safe. Looks like they are calling that as a bounce before it hit her.
Try being quiet so I can hear what they're saying, but of course I cannot.
Yeah, Ian, not a ref that allows his discussions to get outside of the ears of those supposed to hear it.
That's good, though. You should really just keep that stuff within the players and the captains and the officials. Just, whoever's involved. And no one further. It's if too many players start to get involved in the discussion or want to offer up their piece, then everything just kind of becomes chaotic.
Yeah, it's important to keep the situation under control.
Yeah, and that's a big part of officiating. First having a big discussion there. She's a very assertive woman. Also, though, very polite. She knows how to make her point and to stand her ground without being rude.
Officials being called back in again.
Yeah, we're sitting here with 19 minutes, 14 seconds on the clock in the second half. Both teams tied 3-all.
Yep. Possible first brought up a question that was not discussed.
So they're going to have that discussion now.
Everything seems good to go now.
Decision will be that was not a double hit.
Yeah, Armada with 5 players, Prairie Fire with 4. Play resumes. Wilson takes a throw, blocked out.
Yeah, whatever momentum either team had at this point, totally crushed by such a long discussion like that.
Rempel getting hit.
You see Jenny Desange
Chandler hit out.
playing so energetically there.
Yep.
And San Filippo's shot going into the ground before it connects with Sky. And a jump there from Sanj. So dynamic in her play.
Halen Sky.
Yeah, popped up really high, but off the court. Wilson discussing the play.
They throw 2 balls. Wilson finds hers. That evens up the player count.
Leaving it 3-3. And look at that, Sounds finding her mark on Walker.
Yeah.
Now, how many years has Halen Sky made Team Canada?
She was on it the year that it was in Toronto, 2017.
Okay, so I believe her and San Filippo then would have been teammates.
Yeah, they would have been.
That's right, because Guylaine San Filippo making Team Canada, I believe, 2016, 2017, having played in Australia and Toronto.
San Filippo, right out there. Two players
up to Krochak. Sky and Wilson versus Sanch and Krochak. Oh, look at that. They both take the cross shots. Both of Armada just staying small.
Yeah, on Armada to throw now. Sky takes a shot, goes a little high.
Krochak putting some pressure on Sky to make sure she doesn't try again while Sanch is prone. Krochak taking that shot, possibly just because the throw timer was almost down.
Yeah, Wilson getting out there. I wonder if she stepped on the line.
Must have been. I didn't see any shots at her.
Yeah, Sky alone now.
Genevieve Sanch there, also known locally as JD. Great solid shots on target.
Yeah, Sky lining up with her. Gets her.
Krochak versus Sky. Manitoba versus PEI. 1v1.
Score tied up as well. Very important point.
Already 4 minutes into this set. And she connects on the knees. Very similar position to what we saw at the end of the Strike versus Prairie Fire game.
Exactly.
With Julie McLaren in almost the exact same position. Kaylee Krochak at the line, throwing at a player crouched down in the left corner. Difference being this is not sudden death, so...
Yeah, Krochak found herself very confident in those 1v1 situations.
Yeah, she's found herself there before, and she's found some success, so it's easy to draw on that for confidence. San Filippo going low.
Yeah, ball being called a bounce before it hit Rempel there.
It was definitely a bounce. Maybe it's some confusion in the moment. Oh, and Collins getting hit. San Filippo looking like she's going to take the shot. Yeah, both her and Crocker connecting.
Yeah, Rempel being hit out.
Sky taking the position.
Now 5 players on each side of the court.
Krochak with a ready position and a little bit of a wiggle like a cat ready to pounce on its prey. She's looking for a ball to catch and nothing gets thrown at her. Great way to avoid being thrown at is to look like you're ready to catch it. JC Morris, you can see her working on her footwork. Very fancy footwork on that woman. San Filippo getting tagged out by Armada, putting Armada in the advantage position, having a single player more than Prairie Fire. Morris with the fake. Sanch with a block.
Sky managed to evade the ball thrown at her.
Yeah. Crocker's shot not connecting. Block from Sanch, almost tagging the heels of Krochak, but Krochak managing to just sneak out of the way.
Chandler hit out.
Yeah, evading the first shot from Morris, but unable to evade the second shot from Sanch. Krochak looking for the catch, but Morris getting knocked out by a group shot there.
Sky bringing that ball to her end of the court, getting it. Unfortunately losing her life for it. It seems like that ball actually ended up in the Prairie Fire half as well.
Yeah, it looked like from the way she dodged, it just booted a ball. Oh, and a big hit from Krochak there right on the corner of Creamer.
Yeah, Corney and Wilson left on the Armada side.
Brief discussion on what's going to happen. They're going to look to even it up.
Sanch, many confident blocks here today. Crowd attempting to hype Armada up. As Wilson gets a hit on Krochak.
Sanj winding up a throw so that she can pick up the ball in front of her. Armada looking in a much better position now, 2-on-2 with the ball advantage. Look at those just dynamic dodges from Jenna D. Sanj.
Yeah, Armada did make her move first.
Yeah.
That's one thing we've not been seeing much of this game is fakes causing players to move. Corny pressuring up just so they can get control of the ball.
Crocker and Sanj looking to bring this one back.
Wilson takes 2 throws. Corny tries to protect her.
Yeah, Crocker making a hit.
Refs discussing. Corny unable to tell if that was a bounce first or not.
Not sure what they're saying about up, but they've said that a few times now. I think it might basically just be don't celebrate until call is made.
Corny was hit there, though. Just Wilson remaining on the court.
And there we go. Sanj finding her mark.
Prairie Fire finding themselves up 2 points.
Wow. We are already almost 8 minutes into the second half with only 2 points on the board. Timeout called for Armada. They're looking to break that momentum once again. Lots of breaks in play in this game, that's for sure.
Absolutely. One thing we are seeing in this playoffs is teams are trying to make the best use of their timeouts.
And not just the timeouts, too. Lots of discussions about very close calls here. Referees want to make sure that they made the right call. You can see two of the referees speaking with Alex Fedlowski of Dodgeball Canada there, who's just off the side of the court. Very interesting matchup for sure. These would be really good games to watch if you want to improve your own game. Take a look at the plays that the teams are making. Find one of them, right? Just find one play that you think is really good. Work on it with your teammates. It's a really good way to improve. Is you don't want to try and do everything at once. The reason why these players are top level is 100% because they've worked on all these over time. They put in the effort. They put in the practice. So if you can just work on one thing at a time, once you've got the basics down, like throwing, catching, dodging, blocking, then you start working on strategies with your team. But until you got those fundamentals.
Play begins again.
Yep.
And here's their team electing to take a shot. Play is on Prairie Fire as they won the last point.
Feels almost like Prairie Fire buying into Armada's style of play by playing much more conservatively. Sanj getting knocked out. Armada looking to take her down while she has less room to move. Always a good strategy against a strong dodger.
Yeah, Kramer throws in that left corner. Just a little bit crowded there.
Yep, throwing a ball at a crowd is always a great idea.
Wilson hit out.
Yeah, but so is Collins.
Yeah. Keeps Avonlea Armada up one player.
Yeah, they can just trade down for the rest of the point now.
Krochak hit out.
San Filippo as well on the ankles there. Leaving Crocker and Morris to try and close out this round against 5 members of Armada. Morris finding her mark.
Yeah. Rempel hit out. Prairie Fire in a 2-player to 4-player situation.
Still not great for Prairie Fire, but better than 2 on 5. As long as it's not, 1 or 2 on 6. When you're facing off against literally the entire team, it can be so much more demoralizing, even if it's not that much more dangerous.
Yep.
Like, really, the only concern you're ever going to have about the number of players is that they can have a ball per player. Right? Once there are more players than there are balls, you can only really be threatened by the players with balls. At that point, though, it just have to watch for trades because the other team can get bold. They can take more risks because the lives of their players are less important.
Yep.
Like, there's no way that anybody in Prairie Fire would want to put themselves into a trade situation right now. But absolutely on Armada, you would take that.
Yeah. Great throw. Kramer did not expect it from that direction.
What was going on there with Sound? She was standing on the wrong mark there for the
yeah, I think she was interfering with the official a little bit.
Oh, okay. Because, yeah, there's a little X there for the next player in to stand on.
Yeah.
Everybody stands in order as well. That's just good form. You want to make sure you know who's next if there's a few catches.
Sky remaining safe there. Armada finding himself with 4 balls.
Yep. 9.5 minutes on the clock.
Throw towards the right side of the court. Not able to find anything. Back on Prairie Fire to throw. Morris fires at Chandler there.
Crocker coming up. But it's Morris who takes a shot.
Just shy of 9 minutes of play left.
Yeah, we're actually about to hit the 8.5 mark now. Like, this is a real dead heat between these two teams. Very evenly matched.
Yeah, both teams being very careful about how they play currently too.
And coming up after this, the gold medal matches. You want to see the men and the women who are going to take this. Stay tuned.
Morris blocking out Chandler. Armada staying up, keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, everybody just trying to keep their energy.
Chandler with the cross now.
You got to remember, these players are really deep into this tournament. They've all played 10 round robin games. They've fought their way through, I believe, 2 playoff games as well.
Yep. At
full regulation time in those games. Crocker feeling out Sky. Sky feeling comfortable in her blocks.
7 minutes and then we're on.
Prairie Fire looking very good with their blocks. They're willing to take time with this game.
Armada as well. Crocker there with a very close block.
On Prairie Fire to throw now. They've not gotten an opportunity in a little bit.
Overhand from JC Morris.
Chandler blocks it out.
I always think that she's got something hurt because of the way she walks on her toes, but I think that's just how she keeps on her toes.
Yeah, being on your toes, very good position to make quick reactions from.
Yeah, Elise Crocker really showing her stuff, making those big blocks. Same with Halen Sky.
Crocker throws across and hits Chandler.
Chandler, too, still managing to get the block, but getting hit out while she was blocking.
2 players apiece now. Sky throws, blocked out. Morris very threatening with the windmill. Corny. Safe after that block.
Yeah, we have 6 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock, and we have still got, I believe, only 2 points in the second half. We are 14 minutes into this.
Yep.
Very high average round length. All the players are not playing there with lots of time.
Corny head out. Sky finding herself the last member on the court again.
Yep. Halen Sky, though, she brought it back from a 3-1 deficit. Sure she can do with a 2-1. Question is, will Prairie Fire manage to catch her out before she does that? They're going to be looking to make those hits. They've got 2 balls. You know they're going to be willing to loose them, but the question is, will they be playing conservatively or are they going to take those risks? Crocker taking the shot.
Sky able to handle it. Lining herself up with Morris again.
Yeah, ball pops up and out of the court. Crowd loving it. Getting that throw off right before the clock. Running the clock, good for both teams at this point, because if Armada can pull it off, that'll put them within that 1 point they need to pull the game back. And if Prairie Fire can pull it off, then that puts them in a decisive lead given the number of minutes left on the clock. So really, running the clock good for both teams as long as they both think they can win the round. Sky there definitely digging deep here, going into her stamina reserves. Oh, look at that top spin. She notices Crocker keeps going low.
Crowd competing with 2 chants currently. Situation very tense.
Winnipeg cheering on Winnipeg. Islanders cheering on the island. Both sets of fans trying to drown one another out.
Timeout called by Prairie Fire.
Yeah, little stamina break.
Sure, Halen Sky appreciates it too.
Yeah, Sky has been down to the last player left so many times. Imagine how different this game would have been if Panay had been available there. She just brings such panache.
Absolutely. Very strong arm too.
Yeah, not just a strong arm, but also a strong catcher. She's got great game sense. All around, very good player. And it's unfortunate. What was the injury you said she had?
She went for a diving catch on a ball that popped up off of her and landed on her wrists. And I guess one of her wrists took the brunt of that injury.
Oh, wrist injuries, no joke, but you have to take care of your body. Don't play through it. That's why you have more than just enough players on your team, right?
Yep.
If you were going into this with 6 players on your team, then you'd be letting them down, but that's why you got alternates. Hometown crowd really cheering for local Halen Sky. One of the strongest players there from the female Islanders on the Avonlea Armada.
Her throw going high there.
She keeps tossing those top spins because she's trying to put the ball over Crocker's block. Crocker keeps going low there. Keeps working. Halen looking to make sure Morris can't pick that ball up, so she's going to wait for the ball retriever to pick it up. Crocker with the drop shot there.
This guy sees an opportunity. Blocks on both sides.
Yeah.
Crocker without a ball currently. Sky is going to line up with her.
Morris takes a shot but does not connect.
Yeah. Oh, she gets a double! Sky gets the point. It is now a 5-4 game. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left. Woo! Plenty of cheers from the hometown crowd.
Morris had to go for that catch, though. Crocker and Morris both played that round really well.
Yep.
But at the end of the day,
it was an excellent effort towards that diving catch.
Yep. Crowd's just loving this match, that's for sure.
High intensity.
Yeah, only 1 point difference. And in this tournament, whenever a team is down by 1 point, they seem to be able to bring it back for sudden death. We've got less than 3 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, it has happened many times.
If that catch had been made, this game would have been firmly in the hands of Prairie Fire, but instead it is now either team's game. Armada having to just make sure that they either stay alive or take a point. Prairie Fire looking to make that 1 extra point to just solidify the win.
Chandler getting hit out.
Same with Collins. The metal sponsorship signs from this gymnasium taking a lot of beating to make noise.
Rempel getting hit, unable to make the block.
Yep.
5 players on the Prairie Fire side for Armada.
San Filippo adjusting her war braid. Nice shot on Walker there.
Yeah, it catches her as she attempts a sliding dodge to the side.
This game is nowhere near over, though. Prairie Fire can close out one more point. This will be their game, but they don't want to get too greedy because they can put Armada in a position where they can take a victory. One of the most important points in the entire game happening right in front of us right now, this set.
1:30 left.
Oh,
a catch up, a block off, a catch off of the block.
Yeah,
popped
Wilson,
up in the air.
Yeah, popped it up.
Chandler happy about that, ready to go.
4 on 4. San Filippo getting out of the way. See, arms up, looking for a catch.
Prairie Fire with 4 balls now.
1 minute left. A dead heat, both of these teams. Every time it looks like one gets an advantage, the other one pulls it back.
There it is, Armada up 1 player. Very tight game, just under 40 seconds. Armada throwing now. Creamer takes it towards the middle. That's a hit.
San Filippo there making sure she doesn't back out over the line. Just Crocker and San Filippo, 2 on 4.
Creamer throws outside, it's blocked out though.
10 seconds on the clock. 7, 6, 5, 4.
Creamer hit out. Corny hit as well. I think we are on a 2-2 situations.
Holy
Moving
mackerel.
into sudden death where blocks will count as hits.
I don't know about you, but my thighs tensed up so hard after that missed double catch. I am pretty sure that I'm going to be picking plastic out of my pants after this. And right now, my entire body is tensed up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like both of these teams, and obviously I want Manitoba to bring it home.
Yeah, you can see the crowd is quite split as well. Cheers for both teams. With the current situation, if Armada wins, they will extend the game into a 4-minute overtime.
Catch for San Filippo.
Yeah, Wilson caught out. Chandler finds herself alone now.
Oh, and she brings back Jamie Lee Collins, the cannon of the team.
And that is it. Prairie Fire gets the win.
Bronze medal for both Prairie Fire and for the Golden Boys. Manitoba's first medals ever in the National Dodgeball Championship.
Yeah, big congratulations to that province. Showing up.
They really brought it this year. Ontario, of course, really solidifying their lead. They've got both of men's and the women's games going to be played for the gold and silver, both between Ontario teams. I believe you will be bringing those to us following this short break.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah. So
I think we
will
have
catch
break
you
and
for
then
the
speeches.
women's gold medal game, I believe.
Yep.
Yep. So I'll be back to talk to you soon. I believe Thrasher will be bringing those Ontario games to you.
Thank you, Stacey Hewen. So yeah, we do have a short break while speeches happen. We'll get those set up and bring them to you as quickly as we can.